Alright, so boom, I haven't been in a fight in a little over 10 years. I've been doing commentaries on fights for about 5 years, but never in my life have I seen somebody caught in a submission that looks like this. Buddy is in the Missionary Special Pride Month stretch. How you get turned out and then turned into the most violent bottom on the planet. Wait a minute, he's smelling his toes, he just kissed them. What's going on? Mans could taste the back of his knee if he wanted to. His hamstring's about to snap into a Slim Jim. Look at the torque on the submission. Buddy got his leg lower than his head. What prison did you learn this maneuver? Both legs locked, ready for insertion. Perhaps this match shouldn't have gone down outside of the month of June. Got him doing gymnastics on the mat. Mans is in agony. Look at the right hamstring. Every muscle is on display. To make matters worse, what man's gonna do if homie start tickling his feet? That's an automatic submission. Mind you, it's one thing if the fight was always this wild, but they were just throwing haymakers and kicks and all kinds of blows that could have sent each other to the ICU. And as we all know, fighting is a very violent sport. You can cripple your opponent, you can kill your opponent. However, I must say, for whatever reason, this appears to be the worst case scenario.
Please, don't do this!
He's eye level with his calf. How do you even begin to focus in this position? Your only out would be if you fail to take a shower and your feet stink. He's licking your toes, stretching your leg, applying pressure to your pelvis, all while the AC is blowing ventilated air up your poop chute. He losing 4 ways to 1.
Go to town! Go to town! Go to damn town!
If this isn't considered cruel and unusual punishment, I don't know what is. His hamstring gotta be loose. He's as flexible as a wet noodle. My femur would have been hanging out of my epidermis at this point, and man still has the strength to fight back.
You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
Falcon punch!
Heavens to Betsy, he loosened the grip. The strike allowed him to escape. Somehow he didn't submit. I can't believe what I just saw. Even the greatest Pokemon trainer couldn't have found an escape rope like this. If he's not suffering from a torn muscle, his leg gotta be made of gelatin or something. This is starting to get out of hand. Man's just had his legs behind his head and now his opponent is mounting him while the referee is moving them into position. What is happening?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Good Lord, now he's mounting him from behind. I've never seen somebody so determined to submit their opponent in my life. He whispering in his ear, if I can't tear your hamstrings, I'm gonna make sure that tonight you
Going to sleep for good!
I will never let you go.
And somehow, man spent nearly half the fight in a submission and never tapped out.
This is Game and Watch.
He won by unanimous decision, but he nearly ripped that dude's leg out of place. And still, you can't convince me that the loser of this fight didn't lose twice, cause despite his Herculean effort to not submit, there's no way you could talk to your homies after this fight. How are you supposed to explain if they didn't watch the fight? My opponent had my legs behind my head and stretched me out, but I didn't tap out though. It sounds crazy. Matter of fact, I take that back. I don't really believe in moral victories, but he's a winner in my book. The fact that he can walk is enough for me, because if we were to switch places and that was me in this position, you might as well get me a prosthetic, because that leg is finished.
My leg!
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh my god.